Taco. Here we go. Okay.
Taco.
Prepare yourselves for some really good E3 insight. All right. What up, fanatics? Welcome to Live with TGF, our weekly show where we talk about video games. Remember, this show is broadcasted live here on twitch.tv/thegamefanatics and on mixer.com/thegamefanatics. I think I got that right. Yes. If you miss us here, we're going to post it later on YouTube, hopefully by the end of the week. Hopefully. I am your host, Load Less Checkpoint, or Joel. With me here today is Mr. Maple Bar's Logan.
Hello.
The Snow White of League of Legends, Steph.
What's up?
And last but not least, the host of Ben's OP Game Show, Mr. Ben Reacts.
Yeah, the Mr. Boo. I agree with Boo. It makes not like me either.
Sounds like Reacts is your last name.
Yeah, it was a bad
Dr.
decision.
Ben Reacts.
Just Ben.
I go by Ben.
So guys,
Let's talk about
E3.
E3, go.
E3 just happened. How excited are we?
Yes.
It's happening.
It's happening. We got to see the conferences, of course. There's still other stuff happening, but since we're not there, we don't care.
Well,
Well,
we
kinda
personally
do.
aren't there, but the game fanatics are there.
Yes, we have what is it? Our troops on
Good
the
old
ground.
Charles.
Boots on the ground, yeah.
Boots
We
on the
got good
ground.
old Charles. Everyone
Troops in
there.
the trenches. They're getting some pretty good interviews from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Marcus got to interview the wonderful gentleman making Bloodstained and Castlevania. What is his name?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody?
Igarashi?
No,
Let's go with that.
All right. Well, we'll just pretend Ben knows more than us.
Yeah, Koji Igarashi.
Ah, okay.
Or
He
Alright.
does know more than us.
He
the
does
game
know more than
fanatics on
us.
Twitter and figure it out.
Yeah, we're also on Instagram
Well,
where I know they're posting pictures
will.
of people that we're interviewing and sneak peeks of games, and hopefully we got a lot more coming that we can share with everybody. So just head over to thegamefanatics.com and check out the website, check out our features and all the great stuff happening over there.
Yeah.
So the way we're gonna do this, I'm gonna split up each conference mainly for the consoles. I'm not covering like the Bethesda one or anything like that, although those were awesome. I just want to mainly cover what everyone was waiting for, the Xbox, the Sony, and the Nintendo conferences. So we're going to start with Xbox first. And let me just change my screen here. And in the background, we'll
Just
actually
so excited about himself.
I'm so excited.
Let me just change my screen here, guys.
You know what? No, it's fine. You want to play that game? Try and make me look like
I don't fight each other in dueling streams.
Listen here. All right.
Fine. Continue.
Mixer isn't trying to beat Twitch. They're trying to coexist with Twitch. They were getting so much shit on Twitter and like all over the place because Microsoft is really pushing hard.
Are we doing Xbox?
Yeah.
Yes, so we're covering Xbox. I've got all the trailers from the press conference just playing in the background for us, just to have something to have there. But so Microsoft came out, they revealed Scorpio, the pricing, they showed a ton of trailers and games and stuff like that. Let's start with Ben. What do you think what do you think of Scorpio?
Oh, what do I think of Scorpio? I think Scorpio's
His actual
good.
name.
If he's asking me, if about my full name,
Xbox One X.
Ben
Sorry,
Reacts.
Xbox One X.
There you go.
Yeah, it's good if you don't have a PC and you want the very few exclusives such as Halo or Gears of War or PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, I guess. I like Microsoft's games and their IP, but there is no reason for me personally to buy any Xbox One product because of a Windows 10 and gaming PC. So I think they showed a lot of cool stuff for me, but it's nothing amazing, and that's the problem with their showing.
Okay.
Overall.
All right. Logan, any input?
Yeah, I agree with what Ben says. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds actually is a timed exclusive, so you'd see them on PS4 later. Just had to throw that out there.
That's a useful note. Thank you.
But I agree. If you don't have a PC and you're looking for that 4K gaming experience plus 4K Blu-ray features and video content, then the Xbox One X is definitely a good console. But I don't see a lot of games out there that make me want to get it. Because last year, Microsoft came and said, hey, all our big titles are going to be PC and Xbox compatible. Well, I would recommend building that gaming PC. It can do so much more and last so much longer. Plus, you get all those games plus the plethora of PC gaming that you can get. But for $500, it is a good deal. I just don't see the games on it yet.
Yeah.
So I don't own an Xbox, and for me, Xbox One X, the price on it, I'm not invested enough in that, in like that environment or in the Xbox like family or whatever, to really want to get one. I mean, I think I would get an Xbox One S before I got One S before I got the One X. Oh man.
But why? Joel, this goes back to the PS4 Pro thing.
Now,
why?
this is a good one though, because I'm not gonna play my Xbox as much. I already know.
So
that.
why buy any of it?
Because there's still some. Now this is the thing. It's got exclusives that I do want to play.
Oh my god.
What exclusives?
Gears, Halo.
Played it on my PC, not Halo.
PC. Hey, I bet you Halo 6 will be on PC.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be great.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're telling me, there's no reason to get an Xbox.
I'm telling you to buy a gaming PC.
I have yeah.
Invest in it. Take that 500 and build up your current PC.
That's
if
the
you
thing
can.
with the $500 price.
Let
Doesn't
me
make
ask Steph
sense.
something. Steph, do you have an
Yes.
Xbox?
Yeah, I have a 360 and not the one.
Now,
I was just happy with my 360, and I preferred I like the PlayStation 4 a bit more than the one. But I got like one of each thing. I guess I technically have a one-ish because of my PC, but I didn't, I guess, hate what was on E3. I just re-looked it up to refresh my memory, and again, I barely paid attention to, honestly, the Xbox, whatever. But as again, Ben and Logan were saying, if you got a PC game now with Windows 10, you can play those Xbox games. But unless you're an Xbox fanboy, it's like, I have to have this or I love it. And if you enjoy, fine, go for it. If you think it's worth the money, that's all that really matters. But I'm not going to say, oh, it's definitely worth dropping everything and going for it. Not really, no. But if you want to spend the money, if you love what you spent the money on, then yeah, fine. I guess it is worth it.
is are games on Xbox, are they cross-platform with like Windows PC?
That's another thing I was going to mention. Depends on the game, but actually there's a lot of games that have been releasing. Oh yeah, if someone has Xbox One and you have it on PC, Windows thing, you can play it. I don't have the updated list on the games you can have. I'm pretty sure it's on Microsoft's website.
Yeah.
But I don't have them currently on me. I know Overwatch is one. I think even Gears of War was one.
Well, yeah, there's a bunch of games. Like I bought Gears of War on Windows 10 and I have it on Xbox One. So
Okay.
theoretically, I could give you my Xbox One and you could play it on my account. Like
Yeah. You can
Okay.
do that.
stuff like that.
Me personally, I like playing games like alone, but if you're someone who likes playing, I guess, with others, check to make sure that it will work. Just better safe than sorry. But
So
yeah.
then, I mean, for Xbox One X, I mean, what are they aiming for then? Are they wanting people that don't want to go get a gaming rig to like a PC to just get the Scorpio or the Xbox One X instead? Do you think that's like their
Honestly,
market?
I don't
know.
think they know what they're aiming for.
I think they're trying to create that.
Yeah, maybe.
They're trying, but it's not showing at the moment.
Right.
'Cause-
It's hard to see because the adoption of 4K, while it's increasing, it's still
So
slow.
Yeah, it's still
it's
slow.
still coming.
As we saw with like PS4 Pro, although they claim that PS4 Pro is doing well.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
I feel like they started having. I feel like they started having something in the beginning when they planned this, and they're like, "Cool, well, we're going to put a pause on this and work on it a bit more throughout the time." But then I think they forgot about it. They realized E3 was coming up. They're like, "Oh shit,
We still gotta do that.
Yeah, shove it out there.
like nothing was grabbing." But maybe on the positive, let's try to spin this on the positive thing. Maybe they're just focused on some other stuff. PR wise, that's obviously a bad idea because that's how you grab people. But unfortunately, with the E3, you got games like the Switch just came out, so people are going to be like, oh, what new games are coming out for that? And then there's other things that people are more focused on. Maybe they're saving their energy for other separate games. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
They ran into a problem where they had, like, Halo is off cycle, right? That came out 2 years ago. Gears just came out. Right. So their two big guns already are out, and now they have a new console, but they don't have anything major to show with it.
Have to wait.
Yeah, so they have to wait. Next year will be the big year for it, but it remains to be seen if that's enough, or like if you can just weather the storm any further than they're already weathering the storm.
Right, because they made this hardware, and they're like, okay, here it is. Can you guys make something for it? We want you to make something for it.
Yeah. Well, honestly, the Xbox One is pretty underpowered. So the Xbox One X is great. In terms of, this is the reason why I bought the Pro, because I want those exclusive games to run the best as they can. Yeah, and if you're not going to buy a PC, this is 100% better than the Pro. It's going to make these games, Anthem or whatever, is going to run the best on the PC and then on the Xbox One X. Like, guaranteed, every single third-party game is going to look the best on the X if it has that support. Which it seems like, at least from this conference, they're having more support. It seemed like every game works better, runs better on it almost natively, as opposed to the PS4 Pro, where everything had to have, this is patched, and what's patched, what did this do? This one doesn't really have anything, but it says it does. Like, this seems, and you can look at this too, games like Gears of War 4 actually run better on the Xbox One S, simply because of how they made the game and make their infrastructure, architecture, whatever. And also, if you go and look at Xbox 360 backwards compatibility and OG Xbox backwards compatibility, the games run better than they did because of this whole PC architecture they've had this entire time. It allows the games to run better than they did before, as opposed to, this is why we don't have PS3 games, because they made their stupid cell thing that they can't emulate very well. Yeah. Like, this is why we can get all those games fully backwards compatible, all on the Xbox brand, and that's really cool. So it's good. It's coming out. It's good, but it's bad and like
timing.
I don't know. It's the timing.
It's a small console. Like when they were showing it, it's like the smallest console I think that's out, or that's gonna be out. It's small, and everything I heard about it sounded awesome. I mean, I was interested in it. I saw the price point, and I was like, that's, I don't know if I'd want to spend that much on an Xbox.
Right, so, I think that's something that Xbox has, is the community. Because like, whenever I hear friends talk about Xbox, it's because their friends have it. So they're all playing Call of Duty together. They're all playing Battlefield or Minecraft or Ark or whatever they're playing on their console because of their friends.
That's why I said like the main thing is going to be the fanboys.
Exactly.
But again, the downside is that there are more and more newer gamers coming out, way more than there have been in the past. And that's what hurt them, is that they didn't really grab the attention of newer gamers, of all that stuff. Hopefully they're able to fix that, but...
a new gamer's not going to come into like, I want to buy a $500 Xbox. Like, I'm going to buy it at $200, $250. You're right.
But, okay, if like, we're super into games, right? But if you're not, if you're just casually sort of into games, you play a couple, 5, 6, 10 games a year, which still is a lot, but not as like super into it. Yeah. You watch this conference, it's an hour and a half. There's 22,000 games. There's a JRPG. There's this Dark Souls thing. There's whatever the hell BioWare's game that I forgot the name of already, Anthem. And there's all the zombie games. There's Minecraft. There's all these different things. And then you look at something like Sony, and it's, I guess we got God of War, and then we got Horizon. It's like everything's for the fans. It's so niche with Sony, what they're showing. But Xbox showed off, like, we got everything. You want to play anything? We got it. Which I think is a stronger showing.
Yeah. Well, they showed a lot of third party. And so I guess from Xbox One X, now we're moving on to the games. So they showed a lot of third party games, and they showed some that are like console exclusive launch or whatever. Not like, I mean, they did have a few exclusives, but nothing that really stood out. But they did get some. I think they got the exclusive content for, is it Assassin's Creed?
Sure.
They got it for something. They got it for a third party, where some stuff is gonna come to them first, or maybe come out first, whatever. Well, not Assassin's Creed is gonna come out the same day, but They did grab some stuff like that. One thing I really like that I heard from Phil Spencer, so head of Xbox team. This is why this guy's likable to me, and this is a reason why, like, he kind of sold me on an Xbox just because of how he views gaming. You know, he doesn't want to be like PlayStation against Xbox or whatever. He's, you know, because they lost, obviously. They don't, like, competition wise or units sold, they're not going to catch up. But like, they want to coexist. They don't want the people that have invested in Xbox to suffer from it. So they want to coexist. They want to have the cross-platform, you know, using Minecraft as an example. PlayStation won't be part of that, but I think it'll be cross-platform with like PC and mobile
with like everything
Switch,
else.
with everything. Yeah. And he talked about how, like, because, you know, with backwards compatibility, as we heard from one of the Sony execs, that why would you want to play this? Or, you know, kind of insulting to their legacy.
So tone deaf.
Yeah. Where, you know, Phil Spencer's like, we want them to be able to play Xbox and Xbox 360 games on our console because that's our history. This is where we came from. We want to show the first Forza or whatever and be able to show you the latest one. And just the way he was talking about gaming in general and their direction with Xbox One X is mainly, you know, we have people that are going to want to get this. The people that are buying 4K stuff are not going to worry about the price, you know, whether it's $100 or $200 more than the other console. They're going to invest in it because they're invested in 4K already.
It's still good for non-4K.
Yeah, and it's still good for non-4K, but the main thing he said is, like, yes, all of our games are gonna be on all of our consoles, our family of consoles, but everything will run better on Xbox One X. And you know, when it came to him talking about like just the games in general, like he didn't really dwell too much on the fact that they don't have a lot of exclusives that are, you know, really making a dent in sales. They're you know, Gears and Halo didn't have the impact they wanted them to have, or sell the consoles that they wanted them to sell. But, you know, that's the thing is now they're just focused on their gamers, on the people that have their Xboxes. And that's one thing I took away from it, is like, because they had a great conference. I enjoyed watching it. I was like, you know, I don't have an Xbox, but all this stuff looks cool.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Anybody else want to throw in anything overall about Xbox or their games or anything like that?
No, you made a real good point about the Xbox thing, actually. So, got nothing to top that, boy.
I have one thing to add. One of my biggest...
Damn it,
real quick, it's going to be longer if you keep talking. One of my biggest titles I was excited for this year was Crackdown 3. And and it's the only big exclusive they have, and they really dropped the ball on it. It was like, oh, before they showed this game 2 years ago and their buildings are collapsing on each other, and now it's like, we got grenade launchers. Like, it really was a dud. And I need to watch some gameplay from the show floor, because what they showed there is their big launch title that's exclusive on the Xbox One X launch day. Flat, super flat.
Yeah. I didn't see it, because weren't they boasting about the cloud saving stuff?
Cloud computing for calculations and
they
stuff.
didn't really demonstrate it. Like, I saw...
I don't think it's in it anymore.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Same thing. I gotta watch more footage of that and see if the gameplay looks cool, because I played the
original
first
Crackdown.
Yeah, I played the first Crackdown. It was awesome.
Incredible.
It was pretty cool.
Loved
so I was, and we haven't seen Crackdown 3 in a while, so I was hoping they would have come out with something a little cooler. I think Anthem looked a lot cooler than Crackdown did, and it's
Anthem,
if it could deliver,
is fake.
Anthem is fake,
and it's coming out in 2 years, so it can do whatever the hell it wants.
It's Mass Effect. That's Mass Effect.
That was a textbook. Like, if you ever want to look up vertical slice in video games, that was it to a T.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, it's pretty ambitious when you see the gameplay for Anthem. It was running earlier in the background of the stream on Twitch, but I've seen it over and over again. I'm like, okay, this looks really cool. There's no way it's gonna be this cool when it comes out, so I can't fall prey to it. So,
nope. But it looks great.
It looks great. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that covers Xbox pretty well. Do you guys have anything you want to add about Xbox at all? Anything critique-wise, what they could have done better, or what you were expecting that you didn't see?
I wasn't really expecting anything from Xbox. I knew that whole like Scorpion, whatever, that new console.
The Scorpion.
I wish they would have kept the name. I wish they would have just kept it Xbox Scorpio or something like that.
Yeah, well, we didn't also realize that the new Nintendo system was going to be called Switch either. So
that's true.
I think that people are just dropping the.
Well, they have to have like their code name.
Yeah. Whatever.
Code name. Fuck.
I didn't.
Microsoft needs to stop saying exclusive for every. It's a timed exclusive, or it's just annoying.
Yeah,
it's confusing.
They had to say.
I don't know.
It was weird. They had to word it differently because there was console exclusive launches that were already out on PC, kind of like PlayerUnknown Battleground, and then there was some that were just like timed exclusive, and then some that were just like they only premiered like I think Anthem premiered on their stage, but it's not an
They showed it at
all.
EA the day before.
Did they? Oh, that's true. They showed a teaser.
Premiered here.
What game?
Yeah, they
was
teased it.
Oh, it was Metro. Metro was like a launch, not a launch exclusive, but it was like an exclusive premiere trailer or whatever.
Right.
Game.
So it's exclusive premiere trailer.
They had like 5 different iterations of it. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. All right, so I think that's good. So I'm just